In Lesson 14, you're going to learn how to add a zero pair as part of the setup of your equation. Let me show you how it works. I have the equation 2x minus star equals 12. So I have 2x, but the equation then wants me to take away a star, but I don't have a star to take away. So I need to put in a zero pair as part of my setup in order to be able to take that star away as part of the equation. And then on the right side, I have 12. So I can have any combination of cubes that equals 12. Now I can see it's pretty clear. I don't have any other legal moves I can use. So some number times 3 is 12, or some number added to itself 3 times is 12. Well, 4 times 3 is 12, so my x needs to be 4. And if x is 4, then star is negative 4. Now I can go ahead and do my check, and because I didn't perform any legal moves, this is my check here. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 10 plus 2 is also 12. So 12 equals 12. Let's try a second one. I have x minus 3 star, but I don't have any stars to take away. So I need to use zero pairs as part of my setup in order to take away those 3 stars. So I need to actually use 3 zero pairs. Now I can go ahead and take away those 3 stars as part of the setup. And then I have a 2. And on this side, I have an 8. And they want me to take away 2 x's, but I don't have any x's to take away. So again, I need to use that zero pair, adding in a zero pair as part of the setup so that I can take away the 2 x's. So this is kind of my original equation after I've set it up. Now I can go ahead and look for any legal moves, and I always want to start with cubes, and I want to subtract the smaller cube. So I'm going to take 2 off of each side. So that 8 minus 2 now becomes a 6. Now I want to get the cube all by itself, so I have to get rid of these 2 white pawns. Now I could add 2 zero pairs onto this left side to create white pawns on this side to take away. Or I can use that technique of adding blue pawns on each side to create zero pairs. Now that I've created these 2 zero pairs, I can take those zero pairs away. So I have 6 blue pawns is equal to 6. So some number added to itself 6 times is 6. And we know that that is 1. If x is 1, star is negative 1. Now I need to set up my original equation to do my check. So I'm going to kind of switch everything out. I know I had added 2 blue pawns on this side, and I had taken away the 2 cube. So let's do our check. We have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. 8 plus negative 1 is 7, and plus another negative 1 is also 6. So I have 6 equals 6. Let's try one final one. I have 2 x's, but then I'm supposed to take away 3 x's, but I don't have 3 x's to take away, so I'm going to use that power of adding a zero pair in order to be able to take my 3 x's away. So I'm left with just a star. And on this side, I have a 10 and an x. I don't have any cubes that I need to shift. So now I'm going to try to get rid of this blue pawn so that the cube is by itself. I'm going to use that power of a zero pair, adding a white pawn to each side so that this creates a zero pair that I can take away. I have 2 white pawns are equal to 10. So my star must be worth 5, because 5 plus 5 is 10. If star is 5, then x is negative 5. Now I can go back to my original setup where I had my setup before I did any legal moves. And I have 5 on the left side, and then I have 10 plus a negative 5. 10 plus a negative 5 is 5. So I have 5 equals 5. So in today's lesson, lesson 14, you learned that you can add zero pairs as part of your setup.